never. Oh, sorry. Hang on. Okay. So basically, like, I am a TRE provider, and so my goal is it's tension trauma release exercise, and my goal is to teach somebody a practice that they will be able to do by themselves. So I think between 4 and 6 sessions get somebody well established in their practice, and then after that they can go on and do it on their own. I'm also going to be offering a safe and sound protocol, which is also kind of a one-shot deal type of service. So I was just wondering if you had any ideas about how to design a sales funnel for that kind of model, because yeah, just how can I get more, like, I don't know. One thing that stuck out to me a lot in your course was when you talked about how if you just are offering like your one-on-one service, you're going to burn yourself out. And I totally see how I won't be able to make enough money by doing TRE one-to-one, because I'll have a maximum number of clients that I can see in a day, which is probably somewhere between 3 and 4, so that I can like just energetically hold that space. Yeah, so I don't know if you have any comments about that.
I do. It's a great question. So just to reflect the question, a lot of you may have something where, yeah, your goal is not to be seeing them every week for the rest of their life. You want to solve the problem. And then once the problem's solved, of course, they go away, is the idea. And so that's a goal. And I think it's a noble goal. I mean, God bless everyone who's aiming for that. And if this is based on one-on-one and you're not charging a really high amount, you may suddenly look at it and say, wait a minute. And this is a big realization, which I invite everyone to consider. A question to ask yourself of, what if I sold out all my sessions and they were all paying the full amount? What would that mean for you financially? And is that enough? I mean, enough given your goals, given your debt, given all that. That's really worth looking at. Some people have never thought that through in their business model. They just think, oh, I just need more clients, more clients. Great, you're sold out. How's it working for you? Well, I'm burning out. I'm still in debt. And there's no possible way I'm going to be able to afford to buy that land that I want to buy, unless it's 50 years in the future. So that's just a sobering place to get to. And this is the business model question. Our profitability as a business does not come from marketing. Marketing actually has nothing to do with profitability. Fundamentally, has a lot to do with income, but nothing to do with profitability. That's your business model. Yeah. So there's more to say about business model, but let's dive in. So here's what I'm going to invite everyone to do. I'm going to put this in the chat. Is we're going to do a little group brainstorm for Kate. So she does these, so for those of you who don't know, the TRE work is basically a sort of a shaking work where you work trauma out of your body. And there's a series of exercises that you can do, and you can set up a practice where you can just do it on your own. You don't really need somebody to guide you once you know how. And so that's the question. Once she's done the 6 sessions, they really get it. They understand the principles. Now they can do it on their own. They don't need her anymore. But could there be anything else that she could ethically offer that would be a win-win on both sides, that wouldn't just be trying to get them to stick around forever? So we're going to take a few minutes, and any thoughts that you all have to share, let's just put them in the chat. And let's see if everyone can give one idea. Because if everyone gives one idea, one thought, one reflection, that's going to be about 40 ideas, which is pretty good. And you could go crazy and give 2 ideas if you want to. Okay, these are great. Yeah, lots of really good ideas coming through here. Okay, so we'll just give it a minute and then I'll start reading through these. Keep them coming, everybody. Doing real good. Okay, I'm going to start reading through. Please keep throwing them in. So one, people still love to heal in community. So creating courses or groups, I wouldn't underestimate that. People go through yoga teacher trainings and still go to yoga classes. Why? They know how. You can learn your sun salutation. You can do it on your own, have your own practice, and still you can learn that sequence and still go to a class where they practice it. Part of it is people just love being around people. Part of it is so they don't feel so lonely. Part of it is accountability. Oh, just it happens at this time. Yeah, there's that. Group sessions. Yeah. Right. Do you have any other licenses like psychotherapy? Maybe there'd be other things that you could offer them as a back end. Like, okay, now you've got that basic practice, but can we go deeper? Because of course, some of the some trauma is very deep, and there may be additional types of work that would be very helpful, complementary things. Let me, as the ideas keep coming out, one that comes to me is, because here's a possibility where you actually don't offer them anything else. You don't change your business model at all, but you find other people who offer complementary things and you come up with like a joint venture with them. Say, look, by the time people have done the theory, they've got the basics and now they're ready for a therapist to do the deep dive. You give me $100 per person who signs up with you because you know, or you give me all the money from the first session because you know enough of them will come back. That'll be way worth it for you. And you're getting an ideal client, somebody who already has a practice that they're already committed to at a somatic level. This is a perfect client for you. You pay me instead of paying Facebook ads, and I'll send you people, you know, so you could have that. And suddenly you're getting $180 every time somebody signs up from them with you doing no extra work. But there could be therapists, there could be herbalists, there could be naturopaths, there could be hypnotherapy, there could be, so there might be a broad array, you know, of this, or maybe there are classes in somatic experiencing or other trauma modalities, and you could also be a rep selling those classes, get an affiliate thing going, you know. So you can do it where nothing changes in your business model, but you're still making money from all the other things they buy outside of that. And you can be very upfront with people. You can say, look, you're done here. There's not much more I can think to offer you or that I want to offer. And there's a number of other resources that'd be helpful. I'm an affiliate for most of them. And what I usually recommend around affiliate stuff is you give them 2 links. Look, here's the affiliate link and here's the regular link. If you click the affiliate link, I'll get some money for that. If you don't, I won't. No pressure either way. You know, and this is a part of my business model and what makes it sustainable. So I'd be grateful if you did, but no pressure on that. People are really appreciative of having 2 links. I regularly get feedback like, I love that you do that. And the irony, the hilarity of it is, for most people, it makes them want to click on the affiliate link more because they didn't have to. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna keep going through these ideas. Right, TRE accountability group with check-in sessions. Right, you're not teaching them more techniques, but there's some group where there, yeah, just are some regular check-ins where people are getting the support they need to keep going and just encouragement, etc. A membership community. It could be just like, hey, if this work is just blowing your mind and changing your life and you want to be in a network with other people who are really committed to healing their trauma, well, hey, we're going to bring in guests and, you know, guest presenters on other modalities. We're going to be doing group practice sessions. We're going to be doing, you know, TRE on more specific themes, you know, TRE for this type of trauma, this type of trauma, this type of trauma, offering individual session for a set price, monthly group sessions, right? Udemy courses. Of course, you could just do a DIY course, retreats. So there's 2 things, retreats. One is you could host your own retreats, but 2, there are people who are already hosting retreats and you can say, hey, fly me to this fancy place and, you know, pay me to do some breakout sessions with your people. And you've got their people then in front of you. Audio recording walkthrough of a session, huge. Oh my God, you could have so many meditations on different themes, different types of trauma, different levels of intensity. You know, you could, I'm sure you could come up with a list of like 20 easy of types of, you know, meditations you would do. And it could be by length. Here's a 5-minute TRE session. Here's a 10-minute, here's a 15-minute, here's the 2-hour deep dive combined with breath work and, you know, visualization and all that. Yeah, you could come up with that. All right, going deeper. Why do these exercises work? Why are they so effective? Psychoeducation around the nervous system. Yeah, there could just be the teacher training deeper level. Because sometimes people are really, people go to yoga class and like, I just need to learn everything about this. Whether or not they want to be a yoga teacher. It's surprising how many people go through yoga teacher training who never intend to be a yoga teacher. It's just like, oh, this is where I get more. This is where I get deeper on this point of view. I'm in. Right, your knowledge base on trauma is marketable in courses or other coaching. Yeah, right. You can make money with that. Just a $25 webinar that you run on a regular basis, certainly. A monthly group check-in support question session, right, times 1 hour with a small fee. That could also add an extra boost of income, and also community support, ongoing touch, right? Frequently asked questions. I don't know what that means, but Kira, maybe you can clarify, but maybe talk a bit about your feelings at the present time. I'm not sure what that means. Set up a referral system. Yeah, so you could refer to others, but also you can set up the reverse. You could go to therapists, work on trauma, and you say, look, you don't do TRE, but it's great. It's helpful for your clients. So everyone you refer to me, I'll give you a cut. That's potential. That becomes more viable the more robust your business model comes. But you could do the kind of thing where you go to a therapist and say, look, I do these group classes and it doesn't matter to me how many people are in them. So you can send your people to those group classes for free or for 50% off. And it makes the therapist look good because the therapist now has a hookup for savings for their own people. Yeah. And so either the therapist could make money or their people could get a cut, or both. Either way. Right, quarterly tune-up. Why not? Video, audio, group classes.
Oh, I just saw the insight timer suggestion. That's really nice.
Yeah. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else worth. There's a bunch of stuff here. It'd be worth copying. Some ways to assist clients to make sure they stay on track. Right, weekly check-in, group call where they can ask you anything. Yeah, deepen your practice group set. So we're getting a lot of the same things. People have the idea. Incorporating different environments. Right. I mean, there's nature connection stuff. So you can also start to think about partnerships you could do. I mean, there's hypnotherapy, there's nature connection folks, there's dance, there's meditation, there's all sorts of things. So you could do co-productions with people. Hey, this month I'm doing a class. I'm very excited. I'm partnering with somebody who does Koya dance movement stuff, and we're going to be combining them, and we'll see how this goes, and then you're both exposed to each other's lists and you get more clients. Plus you make money, probably just split the money on that. Right. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, and Kira was saying frequently asked questions like, what is it? Where do people get stuck? What would make this the right or wrong fit for me? Okay, that's good marketing advice, certainly.
Yeah.
Well, there you go, Kate. Those are some ideas.
That's amazing. You guys are amazing. Thank you.
Great. Okay, hold on just 1 second. I just got to go blow my nose. I'll be right back.
Thank you guys for those amazing ideas. I'm gonna have to listen to this again.
I felt like that was just like a fire hose of so many good ideas just in your face.
Yeah.
Is that what it felt like? Because that's kind of what
a little bit. I was like taking notes and I was like, oh wait, he's recording this, so I can come back and listen to it after.
You can copy the chat too.
Yeah, I just did that. Yeah.
Good. Okay, so yeah, go ahead, Kate.
Oh, sorry. I have two more quick questions, and I think they'll be much quicker. In your experience, does sliding scale work, or does it just confuse people?
I've got a whole ebook on that called Pay What You Can that has my extended thoughts. Plus, there's a video playlist on that on YouTube.
Okay.
To dive into. It can absolutely work, and it can absolutely confuse people and just be a way of us offloading our money stuff onto the audience. It depends how you approach it.
Yeah, my idea was basically just to have a sliding scale, and that if people people pay only what they can afford, but if they can afford to pay more, that allows me to give free sessions to people in need.
Yes, I would be cautious about it with one-on-one. It's worth trying. With group things, I certainly recommend it. With one-on-one, that's a little bit more precarious.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great. And last question is, I'm sure you've got bajillions of photos of information on this too, but if I haven't defined my niche, is it too early to make my website?
No, I mean, it's not, you know, the niche isn't a binary of you have it or you don't. You've got something. I mean, the fact that you do TRE is already part of it. So start with what you have, and it just pay attention as you go, who you like working with. And there's a ton of resources around niching. For all of you, if you go to marketingforhippies.com/steps, you'll see just a ton of resources, lots and lots and lots on niching for free.
Awesome.
It's free now. And also, if you want to hone your ideal client, if you go to marketingforhippies.com/puttering-prep, so PUTTERING-PREP, there's my best exercises around honing your ideal client. So if anyone's really struggling with that, the niche thing, in a call like this, I can't coach you to figure out your niche for anybody, but there's a lot of exercise there, and that's a lot of what I do in the puttering sessions with people, is work on that.
Great.
Thanks so much,
Awesome.
Kate.
Thank you, guys.